is. Right here is a cool spot. Even.
Right? Way cool.
Yeah. Yeah, we were way over there. I mean,
well, that's the big rock that we crawled right over there.
Oh, yeah, okay. Huh.
Yeah. You go down. You can go down if you want. It's easy. I'll go first and you can go.
My brother's driving the red or the orange Redcat Gen 8 here, and he's going to attempt the obstacle that my Trx4 just attempted. He is running the Spektrum Firma 2-in-1 crawler 2300 kV brushless motor and ESC in his Redcat, which I'm very familiar with. It's an awesome system. I absolutely love it, and now I'm switching over to the Hobby Wing 2300 kV system, but I run the Spektrum system in my Phoenix, so I'm very familiar with this, and it's the control on it is just amazing. The tires he's running is the RC 4-wheel drive Baja Pro X tires.
Yeah, tires ain't getting it.
So here he's attempting to go up the spot my Trx4 just went up, and it's not all that difficult of a spot, but right away I can see that he's kind of struggling, and as it goes on, he tries several different locations along this ledge to get it up and over it, and it just a failure all the way down. and I'm watching up close the vehicle and trying to get an idea of what's going on. And I'm looking at his tires, and at first I'm blaming the tires, saying, "Yeah, your rubber's too stiff and they're kind of bouncy." And then I start paying attention to how he's controlling it, because this Spektrum system, you can have finite control. I mean, it'll hold you on any position at pretty much any angle, any incline, and if you want to just pop your rig forward an inch, 2 inches, you can do that as long as you got the throttle control. But watching him, I started to realize that he was really heavy on the throttle trigger. The other thing is, I don't think he was doing very good tire placement with his front tires. As you can see, as he's running it, like if you want, he can reverse just fractions of an inch if he wants to, but instead it'll pop and reverse and go several inches, if not a foot. And so in the end, I think what was going on here is we just started the run, and it's probably been a few weeks, 2 weeks since he had rented an RC car, and it was just, he needed to get used to this rig. He owns a lot of crawlers, and so I don't know how much he's ran this one, but I just know that with the Spektrum system, he should be able to pretty much put this thing anywhere he wants, and he was just really struggling with it. In the end, he failed to make it up this. I wish I hadn't turned off the camera, but I asked him to let me give it a shot, and he handed me the controller. And I turned off my camera, and I shouldn't have. And I took it right up the spot where I took my Trx4, and I took it nice and slow, and it was no problem. So later on in some of the upcoming videos, because I got like 6 or 7 videos that are going to come out of this run.
I'd back up right to there and smash it.
His Gen 8 is really, he really gets in tune with it, and it almost starts to outshine my Trx4. And my Trx4 has, it's set up pretty well. I guess my shocks weren't set up right. I had them set up for bashing, so the preload was a little too stiff on them, so it was a little bit bouncy. But we climbed this hill later on, and it's full of big rocks and loose rocks, and every time you go over a rock with your front wheel, it rolls the rock downhill into your axle, stopping your forward momentum. But my Trx4 rolled down that hill probably 4 or 5 times, and I was getting frustrated. And his Gen 8 made it up that hill almost no problem. He was still taking him a while to get up it, but he did roll it down the hill once, where my Trx4 went down 4 or 5 times. And as the run went on, he was doing everything that my Trx4 was doing. Now my Trx4 is pretty well upgraded. It has Northwest Scalar Design Scattergun chassis. It's rocking a Polar Pro R540L 2700 kV from Holmes Hobby, and I'm running the GRC high clearance hubs on it up front, and so it's pretty well upgraded. My major fight, the thing that I was struggling with, is the Traxxas controller. I need to get a different controller for my Trx4 here, and the problem with those Traxxas controllers is they have a sticky spot, and it's also kind of a dead spot. Just before you can get that motor to engage is right about where it seems to stick on the throttle trigger. And goddamn, it pisses me off. So that was my major struggle, plus it being such a, that's a pretty powerful motor, and to do finite controls with that is a world of difference between that and what he's running with the Spektrum 2300 kV, or even the Hobby Wing 2300 kV system, the 2-in-1 systems. They're just a beautiful system for going slow when you want to go slow, and they just tractor right along. So I was struggling with that. Plus, I don't have any brass down low on my Trx4, So it's super light, so it gets kicked around pretty darn easy. And those were the main struggles I was having. He did later on in the runs manage to accomplish a few lines that I just kind of gave up on, and he stuck with them and managed to accomplish it with the Gen 8 here. So pretty impressive run with his Gen 8. I don't think I'd ever want to own one just because of my past histories with Redcat. Every Redcat I've ever owned, and most of them were bashers. You can never get through a battery pack without something breaking, and it's just that's my history with Redcat. But yeah, other than that, I'm pretty impressed with its crawler abilities versus the Trx4 here. They're damn near equal, other than I think the Trx4, after upgrades is a lot better, and the durability is just there. It's that confidence you get when you go out that chances are nothing's going to break. I hope you enjoy my videos, and please hit the thumbs up button, and if you want, subscribe. It's all free, doesn't cost you anything. A lot of my videos, I notice I don't get any thumbs ups on them, and I get between 50 and 100 views per video, but I'm lucky if I get one thumbs up, so has me wondering what's going on. It's pretty simple. I usually hit thumbs up on videos. For as long as I've had this channel, if someone subscribes to me, I subscribe back out of courtesy. Or if I sub to them, a lot of times they get excited for my subscription and my comment, but then they don't subscribe back. So I'll give them a couple weeks, and if they don't sub back, I'll go back to their channel and I'll unsubscribe from them. So yeah, if you see me sub to you, just give a sub back. It's not that hard. It's December 18th right now as I'm finishing the edit on this video, and by the time it gets released to YouTube, it'll be well into January. So I hope you guys all have a safe and happy holidays, a good Christmas, and a good happy New Year's, and RC for life.